Yo fam, when people talk about the Jacksons, it's always Michael Jackson who steals the show. The king of pop, the moonwalk, Thriller, the icon. But here's the real deal. Michael wasn't an only star. He came from a whole family of talent, and his brothers, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Randy, shaped his journey and carried the Jackson name right alongside him. This is the story of Michael Jackson's brothers, the men who were there before the fame, during the rise, and after the fall. It all started in a tiny house in Gary, Indiana, in the late 1950s. The Jackson family had 9 kids, a strict father named Joseph Jackson, and a mom, Catherine, who loved music and faith. Joe was tough, sometimes way too tough. He believed discipline would make his kids stars. So the boys formed a band, first Jackie, Tito, and Jermaine, then little brothers Marlon and Michael joined in. That's how the Jackson 5 was born. In the late 60s, Motown signed them. Suddenly, 5 black kids with afros and matching suits were blowing up TV screens. Songs like I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There hit #1. These kids weren't just good, they were unstoppable. And at the heart of it was Michael, with that golden voice and electrifying stage presence. Jackie Jackson, the oldest brother. Jackie, born in 1951, was the big brother. He had smooth vocals and was often the co-lead on tracks. He was also the most athletic. He even dreamed of becoming a baseball player before music took over. Jackie released solo albums in the 80s, but they didn't blow up like Michael's work. Still, he stayed loyal to the Jacksons, touring with his brothers well into the 2000s. Jackie's personal life? He had 3 marriages, 5 kids, and today he works in real estate and music management. Tito Jackson, the guitar man. Tito, born in 1953, was the quiet one with the guitar always in hand. While Michael and Jermaine shined on vocals, Tito was the backbone with rhythm. His personal life was rough. His wife, Dee Dee, tragically died in 1994, and their 3 sons, Taj, Terrell, and TJ, later formed the group 3T. They were close to Uncle Michael, who mentored them. Tito himself later surprised fans by becoming a blues singer, releasing solo albums even in his 60s. Jermaine Jackson, the rival Jermaine, born in 1954, was the most controversial brother. Smooth voice, good looks. He was seen as the second star after Michael in the Jackson 5 days. But here's the tea. When the brothers left Motown in 1975 to sign with Epic Records, Jermaine refused to leave. Why? Because he was married to Berry Gordy's daughter. That caused family drama, and for years people whispered about tension between Jermaine and Michael. Jermaine also launched a solo career with hits like Do What You Do and Let's Get Serious. His personal life was messy. Multiple marriages, 10 kids, and even dating his brother Randy's ex. Yeah, real family drama. Jermaine also wrote a memoir after Michael's death, defending him but also spilling secrets that didn't sit right with fans. Marlon Jackson, the Joker. Marlon, born in 1957, was known for his dancing and comic side. He often played the role of keeping spirits high during tours. After leaving music, he went into real estate and business. Marlon had 3 kids and lived a quieter life compared to his brothers, but he always stood by Michael. Especially during the dark times when the media attacked him. Randy Jackson, the youngest brother. Randy, born in 1961, wasn't in the original Jackson 5, but joined later when the group became the Jacksons. He was a skilled musician on percussion and keyboards. But Randy's personal life? Chaotic. He had multiple relationships, lawsuits, and even filed for bankruptcy once. He fathered several kids, and one of his baby mamas was also romantically linked to Jermaine. Yep, more Jackson family drama. The shadow of Michael. As Michael's star rose, especially after Thriller in 1982, the gap between him and his brothers grew. The Jacksons released albums together, even went on the massive Victory Tour in 1984, but the truth was clear. The world only had eyes for Michael. Some brothers struggled with jealousy, others tried to step out of the shadow, but none could match the king of pop. After Michael's death, when Michael passed in 2009, the brothers' worlds shattered. At his funeral, Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, Marlon, and Randy carried Michael's casket, wearing single white gloves, a final tribute to the brother who changed the world. Since then, the brothers have tried to keep the legacy alive. They launched reunion tours, reality shows like The Jacksons, A Family Dynasty, and tribute concerts, but nothing could recreate the magic of the Jackson 5 era. The next generation, the Jackson brothers' kids carried on the name. Tito's sons, 3T, had success in the 90s, and they were very close to Michael. Jermaine's son, Jafar Jackson, is now playing Michael in an upcoming Hollywood biopic. Randy and Marlon's children also entered music and business, though without huge fame. The Jackson legacy continues through them, but none have reached the level of their legendary uncle. Legacy of the brothers. Here's the truth, fam. Without the brothers, there would be no Michael Jackson. They were the foundation, the launch pad. But at the same time, Michael's massive success meant they were often forgotten. Jealousy, love, loyalty, betrayal, the Jackson brothers' story has it all. And while the king of pop may shine brightest, his brothers remain an unforgettable part of music history.